He's ranked 23rd all time in the NCAA in assists. All time. That's with Bobby Hurley, Steve Nash's top 25 all time. He was named his senior year one of 30 finalists for the Naismith Player of the Year award. This guy right here. And he scored 2,000 points in college. 2,000 points. So we're gonna get right into it, Chaz. How that sound, man? Those accomplishments.
It was pretty great. But you know, it come with hard work.
Right.
I was once in y'all shoes. I was a kid. I wanted to go to Duke. I wanted to go to Syracuse. My dream school was Syracuse. My sophomore year of high school, I played varsity.
Why Bishop Ford in the B division?
I wanted to.
You know, Bishop Ford is now closed down, like Rice. But why Bishop Ford in the B division?
I wanted to be different. All my friends was going to Lincoln, Jeff, Rice, St. Ray's. I wanted to be different. I wanted to start my own legacy, and I wanted to lead my own path. So I went to Bishop Ford. At Bishop Ford, I was able to accomplish a lot of great things. I played 3 years on varsity. In them 3 years, I averaged 26 points, 7 assists, 5 rebounds, around those numbers. So I was doing what I had to do where I was at, and I didn't care about the competition I was playing, because once I played Rice, St. Raymond's, it was the same results. So with you guys, y'all don't know about Massachusetts. I went to the University of Massachusetts.
Oh, Chaz, you don't get in all
Okay,
that.
okay.
When did you notice or understand the politics of basketball? Like around what age? High school, senior year?
I learned it early.
When?
As soon as I hit varsity, my sophomore year.
Wow.
I learned it. I learned this game is all about politics.
Wow.
Sometimes what you do can't dictate the outcome of what they perceive. So sometimes you got to just still find your way and still find your niche to be who you are, and not let nobody stop you from doing that. You know what I mean? Even along with the politics and everything else, it's gonna happen. Okay. But as long as you can foresee that, you're good.
Prior to transferring to UMass, you chose Hofstra first. Explain that process of choosing Hofstra. Did you go on 5 visits? You know, Hofstra is what, 30 minutes away from
home.
So.
Me choosing Hofstra, it was like a dream to me because I was close to home. Speedy Claxton, who was an NBA player who played with Allen Iverson, went to that school, and I always looked up to him.
Okay.
And then once I did my research, I found out, you know, a guy named Charles Jenkins went there who got drafted to the NBA. So I was intrigued with it, and you know, they offered me a scholarship my sophomore year of high school. So I was only like 14, 15 years old, and I'm getting a scholarship to a Division I program.
Do you think going to Bishop Ford, at any chance, do you think hindered your chance because of the B division or going to Division I?
No. If you do what you got to do, they're going to see you, no matter what it is. And if you do it against people who they say is here, then it's going to look even better.
Okay. So you like what, 5'5"?
7.
5, yeah, with ACG boots on.
Yeah, okay. with some heels or something.
What was your mindset going into Hofstra as a true freshman? Because nowadays a lot of kids, and the mantra is to reclass them. Right. Reclass. So you was a true freshman at Hofstra. Explain that. Mentally and physically.
My mindset with that was I'm just being open-minded to everything. I'm fresh. I'm a rookie. I'm not used to this. So I gotta find ways and learn what would be best for me and how I can fit in. And going to college, I always wanted to be the best, no matter what, no matter where I went, no matter how long it took me to get there. I always wanted to be the best. So as soon as I got to Hofstra, it was just that. Like, I'm here to start. I'm here to be the best player on this team. Even though I had professionals on my team, I'm still trying to be a pro.
Okay, and making all rookie team, was that expected or no? Freshman, you see.
For me,
9 points, 5 assists.
It was pretty good. I was top 2 in the Rookie of the Year for Freshman of the Year, Chris Felch. Okay. And he averaged 10 points, just one more point over me. So.
Okay, things changed a lot of you after your freshman year of college. Birth of your beautiful daughter, and the coaching transition. Your head coach from Hofstra went to Fordham. Explain that process as a freshman, as an accomplished student athlete, collegiate level.
It was tough.
You know, having a child and. It
was tough, cause I was young. I was 19, and I still wanted to have fun. But me having a daughter slowed me down and made me understand it's more to life than just having fun, hanging with my friends and partying and doing all this wild stuff. If you want to be successful in life, you got to understand there's two paths you can take. The path that's taken or a path that's unchosen. So you'll go to that one because everybody went there and you know, okay, he failed there, so I can do that and maybe I'll pass that step. But if you go down this path, you find your ways because nobody else been through that tunnel, so it's still dark. So when you're going through it, you just navigating yourself. So for me, it was just understanding that this is a business, and once again, politics is all involved with this, so I can't control everything.
After transferring from Hofstra, you ultimately chose UMass. So you had to sit out that year, due to NCAA rules. How was that year for you, preparing mentally and physically?
That year was, for me, it was pretty easy because I didn't want nobody to forget about me. My sit-out year, it's like a year, nobody gonna see me. You know, at Hofstra, we played TV games, so, you know, my friends and my family got to see me. But sitting out, it was like, wow, like, you know, nobody gonna see me for a year. So every day I went to practice, I took it like a game. I'm diving on loose balls. They got a game tomorrow, I'm still diving, saving the basketball. My coach like, wow, like if you keep the same energy next year, you're gonna be something special. So every day I went to practice, I just tried to be better than I was the day before, better and better and better.
Okay. Now you were a great college student athlete, not a good one. So how is that, explain the challenges of being a successful student athlete on and off the floor. Explain that, the regimen of going to class, because even though you did 5 years of school, you didn't receive your bachelor's degree.
Right.
And a lot of players don't understand how hard that is to maintain that. No one taught you the difference of the academics here at Hofstra is going to be different at UMass. Explain that.
It's pretty tough. Like, and I went to University at UMass. We was top 25. So it's tough when you got practice, class, you know, meetings, interviews, class, practice, but you got to find a balance. Like, because if you don't, you're going to be sitting at home while everybody going to practice. If you don't find a balance, you're not going to be going to them games when the arena's filled up 15,000. You're not going to be playing because you ain't be able to take care of the classrooms, or you didn't wake up, I was tired, coach. You tired? How you tired? All right, so you want me to tell the NBA scouts that when they come here and ask about you? You was tired? So you got to find a balance. It's all about what you want to do in life.
Did you feel like you used basketball in its entirety as far as building relationships with administration, your peers, or did they just use you?
No, you have to, in this game, you gotta reach out. You gotta connect with as much people as possible. Like even me, till this day, I'm still connecting with people. Some of y'all probably never heard of me before.
Right, but they probably should Google you after.
Never heard of me before. But a lot of y'all favorite players that y'all see and y'all idolize, I done destroyed before. You know what I'm saying? So like,
that's humble talk.
And I'm just being honest as possible. Like, you don't have to have the name. You don't need that.
It's opportunity.
It's all an opportunity. Whenever that door knock, whatever knock at that door come, you open it. Oh, it's a good one. I'm gonna go with it, and you make the best of every opportunity.
So you've been a professional for 4 years. Explain how tough that is, sustain that, going to Turkey, playing in the G League for a couple years, and then going back to Finland, finishing up this year in Iceland. Explain how tough that process is after being removed for 4 years and having a great college career.
It's tough in the sense that I'm missing my family, my kids, but it's not tough because I get to play the game I love and call it a job. I get to play the game I love and call it a job. Not many people can say they get to travel different countries every year and call it their home for 9 months out the year. I barely see my friends. I barely see my family. So that's the only tough part about it, but everything else with it is beautiful because I get to play the game that I love and call it a job. I was able to work hard all these years throughout my life and get paid for the game that everybody once called just a game.
Can you give them a day in the life of the regimen of a professional player overseas?
It's still tough. It's still tough. One day, you wake up, you eat breakfast, you got morning practice. Morning practice is mandatory. You go there for 2 hours, you come home, you relax, and then you got night practice again. So you pretty booked up, you know what I mean? And then the weekends you'll have a game and then off. So we get time off, but most of your time is predicated around your craft. If you're not working on your game, how can you get better? So like this year in Iceland, I would have practice at 12:30, and then I would go to practice would be over 2:30, come home and go back to practice at 7 to 9. And then I'm coming home 10 o'clock ready to go to sleep and do it all over again the next day.
So that concludes our Q&A with Chaz Williams. Anyone have any questions? Any questions? No?
Yeah,
What's your name?
My name's Kevin. And do you have any like people you played in college that went professional, like in another country or in the A?
So who you played against, or who team you?
Like the NBA.
Who I played against?
Okay.
Man, I could
Name five.
5. Shane Larkin. Miami. KJ McDaniels. Clemson. Kemba Walker. UConn. Cole Aldridge. The Morris twins. The Morris twins from Kansas.
Okay. Who's the toughest, would you say? PG you ever played against?
Tough in college?
Yeah. I mean, he played against some pretty good teams in the Atlantic 10. Tu Holloway, Mark Lyons, Langston Galloway, who plays for the Pelicans. You held your own against all those guys.
I would have to say, see, that's before Kimba was Kimba. So I wouldn't even say Kimba. I would say Jerome Dyson. Because that was before Kimba really evolved to who he was and before everybody knew to step back.
You know Jerome Dyson?
See?
The reason why we having this platform and commemorate a guy like Chaz Williams, because y'all see the Chris Pauls, the Kyrie Irvings, but it's more of these guys like him than those are the Kyrie Irvings. Those are elite of the elite, but it's more guys like him, and his story is very essential for y'all growth, because a decade from now, y'all gonna be in this spot. Another question for Chaz?
Two questions.
2 questions, okay.
Like, how did you do with like the negative haters and stuff like that?
Oh, that's a great question. What's the other one?
And how like you gain like confidence? Like,
The haters, I never, ever worry about what anybody else got to say about me.
It's only 5'6".
I never worry about that.
Points in college.
Why? Because you're not living my life. You're not walking in my shoes. So you could say, yo, Chaz garbage, he suck, he's small. But you don't know if you stand under that rim, I might dunk on you. You understand? You don't know that I got to go home and feed my kids every night because I'm the sole provider. Everybody don't know that. So whatever they say, you can't listen to that. You know what I mean? And the confidence, as far as confidence, I've always been a confident person my whole life. Like, even though I'm small, I had to be that much more confident in myself than everybody was in me, because if not, nobody would pick me. Remember back, well, y'all probably don't know, but when I was growing up, we literally used to get picked on teams like this. All right, I got you, go over there. All right, I got you, go over there. And I really used to be, in the park. And I really used to be last.
Okay. Anyone else? More questions?
Like,
last one.
Since you're like a small guard, what are like your best aspects of your game?
I would say knowing how to use my speed, knowing how to change pace, explode when I have to, and be slow when I can, because we small guys, so we could get in through holes and gaps that a lot of these bigger guys can't. So if you be patient sometimes, you'll be able to get there when the big guy running back and you see him, okay, he's running a little slow, so I'm gonna run off his back and try to get a layup because he's running like this. So it's all just understanding what'll help you. And if you can shoot, I'm quick, so let me just make a quick move, get to my spot, and get a shot off.
That's important.
Don't dance. You getting yourself tired, your legs, and now a dude taller than you like this. Quick move, shot.
But as a small guy, you gotta be disruptive.
Yeah. For sure.
All right. Let's give it up for Chaz Williams. Thanks for coming in, man. Appreciate it. We got PSA and Avengers downstairs. Thank you.